Hi, thanks for joining me. This is Dan Stone. With me again today is Julie Scribant, a small business sales engineer here in San Francisco. In our last episode, we had just closed an opportunity. We won the business from our customer, Tom Samsonite. And Julie, playing the part of a sales rep, closed that business while she was on the road using her Salesforce One mobile app. So now, Julie, you're back in the office, right?
That's right, Dan. So now that I'm back in the office, I log into Salesforce, and first thing I see when I log in are some metrics that are important to me. So based on the dashboard components that I have on my homepage, I can see my leaderboard. This is really motivating for me because I can see I just closed that 18K deal. So that brings me 18K closer to catching up with Ted Data, who seems to be always at the top of the dashboard. Based on that deal that I just closed, where do I stand against my quota? Every little bit helps. So every opportunity that I close, this ticker is going to go up just a little bit, as well as my key opportunities. Of the opportunities I have in my pipeline, what should I be focusing on? The great thing is I can slice and dice this data to see whatever I want to see. Right here, the focus is on the dollar amount of these opportunities, but maybe I want to focus on just deals in a certain industry. With Salesforce, I can really get down to that data with reports and dashboards. The key here is that this is all real time. It gives me visibility into where my business stands. So if I drill into this actual dashboard here, I can see those three components we just saw on the homepage, but in addition, I can see my pipeline. So based on all of the deals that I am working currently, I can see what's in prospecting, what might be in negotiation review, which are all opportunity stages that we use here at Cirrus to run our sales process. I can also see historical data, like where are my sales this year against where I stood last year. I'm actually above my numbers from March last year, so that feels pretty good. I'm going to keep bumping these numbers up. Having this visual representation really gives me a sense of how far I've come. In this example, I'm looking at my personal metrics. This is specific to my business, but we can create dashboards for anything we want to track. So for instance, my manager can see who's doing what in the organization, who's sending emails, who's making calls, what kind of activities are we doing? Here we're looking at a sales executive dashboard. We can customize this dashboard for whatever makes sense for what you want to see. For example, I have my pipeline here where I can look at a funnel. But then when I'm looking at the activities by each rep, I might want to see who's doing what with each activity and what kind of activities they're doing. Also our gauge here. Based on the goals that we've set for ourselves, where do we stand right now? We're finding that sales management is also really curious about how are our products performing. Across the pipeline of each product, what was selling most in Q1 last year? What's selling most in Q2? We can really stack up these metrics in a dashboard. So in addition, we can see our top deals and our neglected accounts. Maybe it's important to see if we have not talked to a customer in a certain amount of time. Our dashboard gives us a way to track this and be able to see, okay, I haven't talked to Haven Enterprises in 148 days. Maybe it's time to get someone involved with this account. On this dashboard, I can also click into the underlying report that corresponds to this metric right here. So let's jump into our sales pipeline report. From here, I can see this data, but I can also customize it. That's another really great thing about reports and dashboards. We make it really easy for anyone to build and customize a dashboard. You don't have to log a ticket with IT with your requirements and wait a couple weeks. I can do this on my own with just a couple clicks and dragging and dropping some fields. If we go into customize this report, I can add some filters. Let's say I'm just curious about the pipeline for all opportunities where the lead source is equal to a referral. So I can add that filter here, choose what pick list value I want to put in here. In this case, it's a referral. But I also want to change the sorting of my report. So rather than sorting by the stage, I want to actually sort by my opportunity owner. And you'll see I have a quick and easy way to search for a field, and then I can simply drag that field onto my report. Now I've sorted by my opportunity owner and by stage. So no matter who I am, if I'm a sales rep, a sales manager, I can create reports that make sense for me. If I need to prospect and find new data, I might create a report for accounts where industry equals technology. And now if we click back into that dashboard we were looking at, Not only can I view this data and have a sense of real-time visibility, but you'll see that as I hover over a dashboard component, I can see this little drop down here. We took a look at chatter and collaboration on opportunities and accounts, but we can also collaborate on dashboards. So if I want to post to my team where we stand this quarter to date and make sure they see this without having to click into the dashboard, I can post this snapshot to a dashboard feed. And now everyone that follows me will see this dashboard component. This is a way of sharing information from that dashboard to people who might not otherwise have access to that dashboard. Because they follow me, they will receive that update with that dashboard component in there. And again, it doesn't matter where I am. If I'm at the office or I'm on the road, on my iPhone, on my Android, it doesn't matter. These dashboard components that we saw today can be viewed wherever you are on whatever device you're using with the Salesforce One mobile app.
What you can do with reports and dashboards in Salesforce is really only limited by your imagination. Thanks, Julie.